Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you the last custom wheel option that you can do for your custom wheels, and that is the additive wheel. So last time we did the subtractive wheel, which you see right here, and we also did the spoke wheel in the first video. So now we're going to drag out another wheel for the additive wheel. So like I've been saying for the last two videos, these are all just examples of what you can include in your final custom wheel, right? So you could either do the spoke wheel and change it up, you could do a subtractive wheel and change it up, or you could do the additive wheel. Or you could just combine all three of these different ways that you could make your wheels and have a really cool, unique wheel, right? So it's up to you. These are just examples, but I want everyone to just try all three, just so you have the experience of that. So like I said, this one is the additive wheel, so that means we're adding material on the outside of our wheels, or our design. Okay, so now I have to rotate the wheel 180 degrees. So to do that, I have to go to this double arrow right up here, click on it. You could either type in 180, or I'm just gonna click and hold and drag it around till it goes to -180, or maybe positive. There we go. Alright, now I can work on the outside of the wheel. So this is what you will see as the car is going down the track. Alright, so now we have to change where our work plane is, because right now the blue work plane is underneath this wheel, right where the plastic axle is. So I'll rotate this to show you that. Right, so when things snap on to the work plane, it's going to go to the blue, right? But we want to add material on top of our wheel, so on top of the orange, so we will change where our work plane goes. So to do that, you are going to click the W button on your keyboard. So you're going to click the letter W, move your cursor around a little bit, and you'll see a blue box. Alright, so once you see the blue box, you're going to drag it over on the top of that wheel. Once it turns orange, you're going to click, and the work plane should change to be orange. Alright, so now that we have our work plane all set up, we want to add material on the outside of the car. Alright, so you could add any shape that you want on the outside, right? You can add stars, you could add your heart again, you could add this fun thing over here. Okay, you could do anything that you want. You could even use the scribble tool, like I said yesterday, to make your own design. So like if you have like a flame, right, coming out of your wheel, you could use this to draw a flame. You could draw a smiley face. You could even put text on your wheel. Alright, the possibilities are endless. But today I'm going to show you how to make spike wheels. Alright, so to do that, we're going to need cones. So we're just going to take out one cone for now. Alright, so we can get the dimensions all situated. And I'm going to put mine on top. And we're going to change the dimensions to, well, we're going to change the height to 10 millimeters first. Right, because it's a little bit tall right now. Then the dimensions for the length and the width, we're going to make the same number. Now again, you could make this any number you want, right? Like of course 20 is kind of too big right now, so I'm actually going to show you as an example. This is what 6x6 looks like, so it definitely looks a little bit smaller. So you can also make your dimensions 6x6, or you can do like 8x8. Just make sure so it's an even circle, or it's a smooth circle, that it is the exact same number on the length and the width. Alright, so I'm going to change mine back to 6 because I just like the smaller looking spikes. And what you're going to do now is, since we have our dimensions all set up, you're going to make sure that that spike is highlighted, which it is right now. If it's not highlighted, all you have to do is click on it. And you're going to click Control-C and Control-V to copy and paste that spike. And then you're going to put the spikes around the wheel, anywhere you want. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to place them all around the wheel. Alright, so I have about 7 spikes. Of course, you can put more, right? But I have my 7, and you want to make sure that you have one in the center of the wheel. Alright, so now we want to make sure that these go evenly around, because if I look at this from the top view, right, they're not even at all. Alright, so to make sure that these are all evenly spaced, I'm going to first click on that middle spike that we placed. Then we're going to go to the button all the way on the left hand side that kind of looks like a little cube that's not totally connected, and when you hover it over, it says fit view to select its shapes. You're going to click on that button and it'll zoom in to that shape that you just clicked on. Then you're going to click top view, and now you could either use your trackpad to do this, or I'm going to click on the zoom out button over here just because I think it's easier and it goes out a little bit slower. You'll slowly zoom out from that one cone, and now you could see a really exploded view of the wheel. Alright, so now you could easily reposition your cones to the outside of your wheel. So I'm going to do that right now. Alright, so I'm not going to get mine perfect, obviously. I just wanted to show you how to, get it perfect if you wanted to. Of course, you can play around with it a lot more than I am right now. But right now, that looks okay. Alright, not the best, so obviously I would want you to, try and make it a little bit more even than I am right now. But once you are done repositioning the spikes, or you can zoom out if you want, or you can leave it like that, but you can take a look at it, right, and we have all of our spikes ready to go. Now, before we group this, make sure that it's the colors that you want, right? So, again, you could change the color by clicking on the shape, clicking solid, and then choosing your colors. So I'm going to change all my colors here, and then we can group it. Remember, you want to group, or you want to change your color before you group, because once you group, it'll all just stay one color. Okay, so that's very, very important. Alright, there we go. So once you're done changing the colors, and it's how you want it, you're going to make that dotted red box around your wheel again to highlight everything. So you're going to click off to the side of your design, draw a red box around it, let go, everything's highlighted. Then you're going to come up here to the top right and click on group, which is right here. Once you click group, if you did it correctly, it'll turn everything one color. And to change that back, you're going to click on that solid color. So mine's red right now since most of my design was red. And you're going to click on the multicolor button to show those colors that you had before. Right, and then when you're done with that, all you have to do is move the work plane back. So you're going to click the W letter on your keyboard. You'll have that blue box again. You can click anywhere, and it will bring you back to the regular work plane. And that is the additive wheel, right? So we made a spike wheel. So again, you don't have to make something that has spikes. Okay, you could add any other shape that you want, like I said, to the outside. Be creative. All right, like I said, we're not making these out of wood, so we could also make the wheels customized, which is pretty cool since they're not going to be a set plastic wheel that we have to use. So be as creative as possible. You don't have to copy what we did during the demos. You can make yours totally different. And the next video, I'm going to show you how to place your axle rod holes into the pre-made dragster body that I have for you.